world, welcome back to my channel. Hui is back with Dear Tomorrow. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Oh, it even has the battery with Hui there. Right up in his head voice right away. Ooh, nice. What an intro. Ooh, that change up. Oh, that was nice. Oh, that transition is nice. The editing is really creative. Ooh. Ooh. Pretty. Nice. Ah, there's just something about hearing Hui's voice on a song that's just like A+ every single time. This song made me think of a musical. It made me feel like it's like the heroes or the like protagonist song before the first act ends. I absolutely adored it. It was so good. Normally, like, that would maybe be considered a ballad, but I like in a musical when it like has, you know, Kid Me a ballad, but it has this hopeful feeling to it. I think that's what I always get when especially after like the first act ends from a lot of musicals, is it's got this hope scene, right? Or like this journey, like something's gonna happen, right? And that's what I felt here, especially with the lyrics being, you know, I'm gonna fly even if I fail, that's okay, dear tomorrow. I loved like the feeling of this song. You know, basically it felt like to me the entire time he was talking to himself about like, you know, times where he felt like it didn't go the way he wanted and things like that, but it doesn't matter because there's always tomorrow. That's what it felt like to me. You guys have to tell me if that's what you felt or not, but that's what it felt like to me. Hui's voice is just so good. And you know, he's talked about this on a couple of interviews, and I hope if you guys have a chance, you can go kind of kind of watch a couple of them. Well, the one that I'm thinking of is, it was HUI, Kinnevix, and Huesung from And Flying. I'll try to figure out, I can't remember which was, but if you look those three up together, it should pop up on YouTube. And Hui was talking about, like, with his vocals, like, he really had to work at them. So he was like, I'm in awe, like, he was talking about to Huesung, he was like, I'm in awe, like, how you go from that, like, how did you train, your voice to do that? So he really, admires people who can sing, even though he's an amazing vocalist himself. But something that about his voice that I absolutely love, and I think that not enough people give him credit for, is his mixed voice. He does a really good job with his chest and his head voice, like his mix in there. It's one that he has such a strength to, because it just pierces. It like goes through everything. And then what it does is it helps him transition into his head voice, and then his head voice, what happens is it spins really, really quickly, and the vibrato is very, very fast. So it makes like his sound so unique. And it's because he has such good control over his mixed voice, his chest voice and his mixed voice. And that's kind of where a lot of his songs live. And then it makes it really easy for him to transition, I think, higher and lower, kind of doing a lot of different runs and things like that. So it's something that you can always look forward to when you're listening to a HUI song, is like, just the way that he travels in and out of things. And right away from the beginning, he had his head voice, and that intro was so nice. It was, we got to intro this song, I think was 3 minutes and 25 seconds. I'm like, yes, bring back the long songs. And it was so good. I love how the MV2 just was playing around. I don't know, it was such a good concept. I love how it was transitioning, and I love, like, at the very beginning, it was, him in the mirror, and then the mirror was doing something, and then the same thing with the camera. And then I like the transitional, when it was changing the background, but Hui was staying in the same spot, and the outfits were changing too. I thought that was just really nice. The pre-chorus, the backing vocals and the keyboard, Hui is an incredible, like, pianist. Like, he does such a good job, like, creating these little runs and things. And something that I really loved was in that pre-chorus, the end, he does like a little run up and then a little pause before going into the chorus. So it kind of gives you that anticipation of what's going to happen next, which I absolutely thought was good. And then the chorus was just so pretty. Like I said, the I'm gonna fly, just the way that he went up into his head voice and held that, so nice. And then verse 2 was a little shorter just because of the intro aspect, so it felt shorter. Excuse me. Then we had that pre-chorus again into that pause, and I just wrote for the chorus, his mixed voice is unreal. I absolutely love it. And then for the bridge, what I really loved is him pulling away, because kind of this entire time he had been like full force, like giving his vocals, giving those things, and because the way he was going in and out, that's what was giving the dynamic change, was the way he was going in and out of his head voice. So it was nice to have a little bit of a pull away, so it got a little quieter, and then it really launched into that final chorus. It was such a hopeful song. I really, really enjoyed it. But I'm curious what you guys thought. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of the song or MV? So tell me what your thoughts are down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.